Hello adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Or for those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Bunny and I have been a full-time travel vlogger for about 5 years. I wanted to sit down today in my Van Dimples and do something kind of a little bit different. I have a lot of things to say thank you for along the way, and also some things that are coming up that I want to discuss with you all. So this is a little bit different kind of video for my channel, but I think it's long overdue. So let's just have a little bit of a chit chat here and go over a few things. First, we need some lotion. It has been up and down, crazy wild ride here in Texas when it comes to the weather lately, and my poor, sad little hands. Ooh, that lotion smells really good. We're also going to need a little energy for this chit chat, so I picked this up, and it's called Brain Juice. That sounds promising. But the packaging, ooh, the packaging. If you've watched my channel before, you know that me and packaging, we just don't get along. But here we go. Oh, that is pungent. Oh, this was not a wise idea. Whew. I'll just set the rest of that down and get started. I cannot untaste that now. I'm awake though, and that's probably the whole purpose of it. Let's kick it off with one of the things that I am super thankful for, and that is each and every one of you. I have been blessed enough to be doing YouTube for 5 years, and you all have been the best part of the channel. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You guys are pretty awesome, and because of that, I have been able to share some amazing locations, and I hope that in doing so that it has inspired you guys to get out and explore some amazing places, not only on a long distance trip, but in your own backyard. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you, but in December, we hit a huge milestone on the channel. We rolled over to 10,000, and that is insane to me. And you guys are rock stars. That's all I can say. I never expected that whenever I started my channel. And in fact, each year I kind of go through and I make a compilation of all the cool places that I've been over the past however long it is. And when I did that last year, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this has been such a fulfilling moment for me. But to be able to share that with, at the time, it was only about 2,000 people. And now there's 10,000 of you who are getting to go along for that journey, and it's just so awesome. You guys have shared some amazing stories of not only some of the places that I have been and your experiences there, but also suggesting some other places that I should go to share with others. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I look forward to continuing to build our community through the comments section, and then also some of the cool things that I'm going to be doing, which will lead me into point number 2, new things. I have some cool stuff going on right now, guys, and I get to share it with you guys. Of course, you have probably seen on my community tab, I keep everything up to date as to things that are kind of changing, things that are coming out. I just ask you guys questions there, so if you're not checking out the community tab, please do, because I have like surveys and extra photos and stuff like that that go on there. But you may have noticed that in the community tab, I recently released something kind of cool on there. I, in fact, released a coloring book, and I am so hype about this. I decided that it was time for me to get back into print. A lot of you don't know this, and I haven't shared my full story, which we'll get to at some point in the near future. But before I started out doing van life and also traveling, I actually worked in newsprint, and I was a publisher for a local small town newspaper. It made me so happy to do that, to be able to physically produce like a product that people could see on a weekly basis. And I was always so proud of the work that we would put out, even if it was just kind of like a random off thing. But now I can do that again, and I have found a way for me to work on that particular aspect of the things that I have passion for. So the coloring book was the first, but like I said, it's been a very busy December. I have some other things and I want to show those to you as well. Okay guys, this is what I was talking about. It has been a very busy December because this isn't even all of what I've been working on. This is just some of it. And as you can see, there's different size formats. So there's like this size, which is a 6x9. And then I have these, which are the 8.5x11, the coloring books. So this was the first one that I decided I was going to do. This is a van life coloring book, and I wanted to represent several different vans that aren't really represented on the market. And as you can see right there, there's a little Dimples. But this is an adult style coloring book, so it has more intricate designs, more line work, and you can use either matte pencils or color pencils or crayons on this one. And I really, really like this because it's just the first of many things that are coming with van life. But then I also decided for people who have kiddos or for people who just like a little bit more of a simple design that I wanted to do something else. So this is my Adventure Kids coloring book that I did. And this one's super fun because on the back of each page, you can see that there is a page like this. This can either be an additional coloring page, or this allows you to color with heavier markers so that you don't get on the next design. So those are the two coloring books I've been working on. This one has 30 designs and is about 32 pages. This one is a big boy and is actually 108 pages. So there's the different coloring books. And then also, these two books right here are super fun. These are actually taken from my photos right here. So I love these. There's little Dimples, but it's just a fun van life adventure journal and a mileage log. And I really needed both of these things in my van. So the mileage log, of course, allows you to track how many miles that you've driven and then also make notations about special adventures that you've gone on. This is great for tax time. I needed something to be able to track all the miles that I drive since I drive so many. So I created this for myself, but if somebody else is kind of in the same boat as me, this is 108 pages and has tons of areas for you to write down whether you're doing work driving, daily driving, or long distance, or if it's for an adventure. And then there is a also tracking sheet at the very back to break down your month by month. So there's that. And the nice thing about all of these is all my printed books have my little bunny on them. I'm so excited, and this has made me so proud. Last but not least, of course, I'm showing you the adventure journal. I have another cover in this also with the same interior. I just wanted to have something that was nice, that was focused on adventures and vans. And you can see here, it's just a really fun place for you to write down your own stories and like it says on the back, to share your adventure. So if you like to daily journal, you like to keep up with the diary, this is perfect. So as you can see, December's been a little nuts. I came home to spend time with family and at base camp get some projects done on the van, and I embarked upon this journey of getting these things started with the publishing, and wow, I never expected it to go as well as it did. And so I hope to bring you guys more cool van related things in the future. Now, why did I pick van related things? Well, it's pretty simple. I myself, whenever I purchased Dimples here, started looking for things that had the Dimples look to it, just like random things, like a little sticker or a magnet or even like a little rug for the inside. I could never find anything and it was driving me nuts. I went and I worked my little Amazon fingers. I tried to Google everything. I went into physical stores. I even went into like places and asked them if they had anything that resembled Dimples. And the closest thing I could find were Sprinters or Westphalias. And unfortunately, a lot of people do have those vehicles, but a lot of people have different kinds of vehicles. So I decided what I was going to do was create something, and I had the encouragement of my dad. My dad kept telling me, you're gonna have to make it if you want it. And so that's what I did. I made a coloring book, I put a bunch of different kinds of vans in there, and I look forward to doing more of those now that I know that people are actually interested in that representation. So yay! Next up, you may have noticed also on that community tab that I did post that I had a new shirt design. I actually have several new shirt designs, but it's always been an external link that you have to click away from YouTube, and YouTube has actually made a special feature now that I have 10,000 subscribers that I can feature those on the page itself. So if you're interested in a shirt, I'm not asking you to buy a shirt, but if you want a shirt, they're usually the shirts that I wear in my videos, and you can purchase those on that link. That link will be available under videos videos and show you kind of some different pictures of the different items. And then also, some of you, not all of you, do have a store tab feature where you can go onto the store tab and you can see the entire lineup. So if you're interested, that's there. I just wanted to make it a little bit easier because I know a lot of people don't like navigating away from the platform. Now, I want to talk about a couple of different things that people have asked me about. I have been asked certain questions about 4,462,000 times. Random number, I know. It just, you know, it's one of those days, and the brain juice is apparently working overtime right now. So one of the things that I get asked pretty frequently is, am I going to be doing an updated van tour? Yes, I will eventually be doing an updated tour of my van since a lot of things have changed. However, I do have a couple of videos that are rolling out to show you some of the changes that I have in fact made. I just like to make sure that I test things out in their entirety before I share them to you guys, because I don't want you to see them and then think, oh, I love that, and then me in fact in a couple of weeks later be like, ooh, this wasn't a great idea, and then you be stuck with something you spent your good money on. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. So instead, I have been kind of holding out, so you'll have those update videos, and then after all those update videos are out, then I will be doing a really cool van tour. I have a couple more things that I do want to do to the van before I do that, and yeah, that's just kind of what that is. The next question that I have been asked pretty consistently is, am I going to Quartzsite? Because it's almost Quartzsite time, and yes, I am. I'm not sure what I have planned while I'm out there. However, I will be going out there, so if you happen to be in the area, you can leave a comment below, and if we're at an event, I can totally tell you where we are and I can say hello. So that's kind of fun. Last question. This is a big one. Am I ever going to do another live? Guys, I'm so bad at this. I explained on my last live why I kind of haven't done more lives, but for anyone who wasn't along for that ride, it's mainly because I never know what my schedule is going to be while I'm traveling. And because of that, I don't feel comfortable saying, hey, on Thursday we're going to do a live, and then it come Thursday and my signal be trash. It just isn't fair to you guys at all. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to set myself up for once per month doing a live. I can commit to once per month finding some good Wi-Fi. Even if I am in a remote space, I will find good Wi-Fi on that once per month. Now, I'm not sure what day that will be yet, but I will be announcing that again in the community tab. That's just the best way for me to communicate. And so whenever I do, you can go and set up the reminder so that you'll be there. And I look forward to chatting with each and every one of you. I just want to make sure that whenever we do chat, that it doesn't sound like because that is really annoying, and I don't want you guys to have to deal with that, because I know that on my end, whenever that happens, I can't tell it's happening. It looks like a normal video. So that will be addressed also. But now, I have been kind of beating around the bush, getting to the big announcement. The big announcement. That's right, I have one huge announcement that I have kind of been working my way through, trying to figure out the logistics of. And I think that finally it is time with this thank you and your amazing video to say, I have listened to what you have said, and I will be doing something very special in the coming year. I'll be doing lots of special things. Let's just start out there. But when it comes to the channel, I will be doing something very, very special. A lot of you have mentioned that you enjoy seeing the van journey itself. I don't want to take away from the adventures that I go on. When I started the channel, the main focus of the channel was for me to get out there and show people all of the crazy things that you can do in this great, big, amazing world that we live in. And by doing that, I hope to encourage others to live life more fully. And that's always been my goal. I started out with a car and a tent and a dream, and then it transitioned into Dimples. Dimples has enabled me to do a lot of things though, and because of that, I started covering that in my van journey. So, what I want to say is I'm not going to be taking away from the adventure videos. There will still be 3 adventure videos a week. However, I want to open it up to give myself an option of a floating video. Meaning, because that's kind of a weird sounding thing, I want to be able to potentially sit down in front of my camera like this, or while I'm at my camp, and do another van related video during the week. Again, I'm not sure what this is going to look like yet, but I do know that I think I can squeeze out another video, which leads us to not 1, not 2, not 3 videos, not even 4 videos, but 5 potential videos a week, which probably sounds insane to a lot of people who are watching going, what are you thinking? But to others out there, it'll just be a little bit of a deeper dive into my day-to-day life and also what it is that makes van life to me so special. And so that could include anything from me sharing more of what's going on at my campsite, like what I'm cooking or how I'm doing things within my small space. Or it could be that I'm showing you a really amazing way that you can enjoy your van life, or even reviewing a product that you guys have asked me to review. So I'm going to work that in. Again, it'll be a floating video, so I'm not sure what day it's going to be on. It could be consistently on one day, and it could be kind of moving about. I'm not sure yet, but that's what's going to be coming for the coming year. This is a huge year for me, and I am super excited. And with that excitement, I have to bring in that 5th video. Now, at the end of the year, I may be looking at myself going, what was I thinking? I am so tired. But I'm hoping that through our lives each month, I can communicate those kind of things with you guys a little bit more effectively and efficiently. And so I'm really excited. I know I say I'm excited a lot, but I have this zest for life that just comes out and really explodes whenever I get to talk to you all. And makes me happy. So I hope today's video has made a little bit of sense to you all. I know it's completely different and it's more of a chit chat, and I don't do these often, and I probably won't be doing these very often because who really wants to just sit here and listen to me chat? I mean, really. Till next time though, guys, bye! Yes, avoid drinking the brain juice. I don't know what I was thinking. I still can't untaste this. What?